EA Sports.
Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Aggies will kick this team to get us going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. On the ground, it's Payne. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Back to throw. It's Carr. Looking to scramble now. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on third and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback in his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. The sophomore, lucky that one did not get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. It's going to be tough for the visitors today. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. And it's complete downfield. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Running back with the football. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Brought down at the 14-yard line. Second down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The opening drive that will not end, but now it's 3rd and long. Offense looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And it's no good. He missed it. With that miss, no change in the score.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the single back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to throw. It's Weigman. He's escaping the pocket now. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's another big play by the senior quarterback.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big game for this Texas A&M quarterback. It's reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others, going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition in College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. On the run, it's Owens. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
offense comes back out onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it.
Marked down at the 26-yard line. Brings up second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Carr. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I love to see this quarterback sit in there and take the hit. But, man, he's got to do a better job of recognizing where to go with the ball and just throw it away. You can't throw it into double coverage.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 3, Notre Dame 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for some space. It's Price. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes a quick grab. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The back's got it. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
He's brought down at the 18.
Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. There's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. Tackle made after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Defense does a good job of taking away the short routes and anything that might be close to the 1st down marker. The problem is they didn't account for the quarterback's legs. He pulls it down and picks up a 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he'll let it go. Down the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Scanning the field, it's Weigman. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments. It's a fumble. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, man. The rain ended up acting like an extra defender on this last play. The runner seemed like he was holding onto that football so tight for one moment and then watching it slip away the next.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To the air, it's Weigman. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. This is a determined running back. Using to be brought down that time by the defense.
You know, the coaches told us that this guy's one of the hardest workers on the entire team, and you can see all that offseason work that he put in has paid off. That time, shaking free from those defenders and getting more positive yards.
First down and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no-man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, it doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Notre Dame getting set with a first and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick, couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Here's the second down play. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Go third down close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Grab down the middle. It's Flanagan. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The Irish offense comes up here on first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Here's the point after attempt.
Number 24 with the grab and the score.
Extra point makes the lead 11. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he takes this from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Looking downfield, it's Weigman looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move, looking deep. And he's got it down there inside the 35. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. This one will be fair caught. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
2nd down play coming up. To the air, it's Weigman. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
I really like this call by this offense on 2nd and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
It's a short completion of the tight end, but a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And it's broken up there. Great play, a fourth down stop.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. That strong run defense, not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, it'd be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And now the defense able to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and goal.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Set up now at the 2-yard line. Can they score here on a 3rd down play? They'll try to run it with the option. Heading for the goal line, and now the ball's knocked loose. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Oh, and this is going to wind up as a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
We'll see what he can do with the return.
The returner is tackled down at the 42, and the Notre Dame offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense makes its way on the field, ready to start the drive. They're going to run it. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle with the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The shotgun handoff here. Powering through. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
It's a shotgun run call. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll give it to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Notre Dame 16, Texas A&M 6.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And that one is no good. The lead remains 10 after that miss.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Weigman. Looking for his big tight end, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
It's a good job by the defense here on this 3rd down, and now it's going to bring up a big 4th down play and a decision here for the head coach.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a 1-possession game.
Back to throw again. He's escaping the pocket now. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hasn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Not much on that play, brought down short.
At the 31. Brings up second down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looks left and finds his target there. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Irish offense is back on the field. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Carr. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. And that catch is hauled in. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Can he take it all the way? Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense comes back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback for recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
First down and 10 now. It's a run. Running back's got it. tackle is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47. That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Scanning the field. It's Carr. He makes the grab. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Oh. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Irish. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up to preserve this lead. Turn begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Caught quickly. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the offense takes timeout to stop the clock with just 11 seconds remaining. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking to throw it on first down. Trying to extend the play. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Well, you got one final shot still. I don't know if he can get it all the way to the end zone. Hey, but miracles can happen.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To throw, it's Weigman. Under pressure, hit as he throws. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that pick will preserve the lead and seal the victory as the clock runs out. Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys.